ahead and use them. What would you prefer? Yellow spandex?
Gesundheit.
Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
Well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
You don't remember?
For you, the day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. What are you smiling about? Dude, I almost had you.
Hey guys, welcome to my next review. This is the Blokees Transformers Action Edition number 2 Megatron. Now I picked this up a while back ago from my comic book shop, Mavericks in Dayton, Ohio. And after handling the Action Edition Soundwave, I really wanted to get with this one just because of just some of the accessories, and I just really liked the articulation and just build. It was a fun build, and that's what I kind of wanted out of this one. So first thing first, let's take a look at the box. So here's the artwork on the front. You can kind of see Crimseek and Laserbeak, and they got the instructions, but it can tell you no paint, glue, or nippers required, although nippers are helpful. 237 pieces. So here's the side, more of that artwork of Megatron. Opposite side, kind of got a look of his accessories, kind of some play features, the skeletal system on the inside, and some of the sprues and stuff. Top is just more artwork of Megatron. Bottom, barcode, legal stuff. And then the back side is just Megatron and some poses. And a detailed look at the accessories. But enough of that, let's take a look at the figure. Alright, so now before we get to Megatron, here is instructions. And it's a booklet format, and I would have to say it's a lot easier than some of the other Blokees instructions, but yeah. So here he is. So I went with the shitting and grin face, but so here he is from the front. Really good detail. Side. Now there is some different options with his arm. Here's the back. Yeah, really good looking Megatron. So first, let's kind of go over articulation. So his head's on a ball joint, but here we'll pop it off. So you can kind of see there's a ball joint, and then there's another ball joint under his neck piece. So you can get some pretty decent range of motion. And they can go 360 as well. Next up are the shoulders. So, I mean, if it wasn't for this little trigger guard thing, I mean, you can get the shoulders all the way up to here. Really smooth joints, 360. And then he does have a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, could get you up to there. Now the wrists are on a ball joint, so there's a little bit of wiggle, and then 360. And then one of the surprising things with these action class is each finger is articulated. So they're all on a base ball joint, and then the thumb has one, is it just one additional knuckle? Yeah, I don't want to push it too hard. Just that one knuckle, where the fingers have two knuckles. You have a base and a secondary knuckle. A lot of times that secondary knuckle, well, yeah, it'll turn. Next up, he has, I can't remember if he has as much as the ab crunch as Soundwave. So he doesn't have as much as the ab crunch as Soundwave, but he can go that far. Soundwave, if you remember, like it went up. Next up, you can lift up his hip skirts, and his leg can go all the way up to there. It can go back that far, and then it can do the splits. And also he has, no, he doesn't have drop down hips. There's a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and then there is a toe. It can tilt back, forward. The toe's on its own independent hinge, so it can tilt up and down, and then it's on a rocker. Oh, and there's a waist swivel. Yeah, that's all for articulation. So let's check out some of the gimmicks and accessories. So one of the first thing is his fusion cannon. Now it has, so here you kind of get a look at it. And it just pegs on his arm, but it also has a little gimmick feature where if you pull it, it'll expand the cannon like he's firing it, and then just kind of squeeze it back together. So that's one of the first gimmicks. Second gimmick, let's see, these panels on his legs open up. Not sure why, but you can kind of see the inside of his leg. Next up, so like Soundwave, he has a Decepticon symbol. You put that on his chest. It has a magnet in it, and let's turn the light off and kind of get an idea how bright that his Decepticon symbol is in his eyes. It's got those nice red eyes, and that Decepticon emblem glows. So just like how he has his fusion cannon on one arm, he comes with a laser beak. So let's see, let's go over laser beak articulation. Not much. The head can go up, neck can go up, and the head can go up and down. And then the head's on a ball, so it can't tilt. The wings just go up and down, and then the feet can kind of wiggle back and forth. Now, it does have a peg, and you can peg on his arm. So the other thing he comes with, this is kind of like tying in the laser beak. He comes with the throne. Funny thing is, he has a butt ton of accessories, and thankfully they can all store in his throne. Yeah. So we can pin that together. All right, so like what I was saying, so Laserbeak, he has additional pair of feet, but unlike with Soundwave is all you had to do was pop the feet out. On this version of Laserbeak, you have to split his body open, untab his feet, and get his other feet, pop them in, and then put him back together. And then he can just perch like so. All right, so next up, let's see what else do we got here. So also, he does come with a stand, but there is this is an extra bit to where if you want to put Laserbeak on the stand, and then this can go on the stand, and then you can clamp around Megatron's waist and then pose him how you like. And that holds up pretty good. So, yeah, decent looking stand. I have my Soundwave on the same stand. All right, so the other thing he has is he has different face expressions. He's got that anger face, a stoic face. These are all painted, and then like the one that I have on him right now. But to get that off, you have to take him completely apart. It's kind of annoying. You have to completely take his head apart to get the face off. And did I want to show this on camera? Probably not. But it's not that bad. So you get the side panels off, you get the back panel off, you get the center panel off, and then all you have to do is pull his face off, and then you can put on, and that's what he looks like from behind. The horror. And then you can just put the other one on and put all the different bits back on. Let's see, I'm gonna stick with the one that I had on it. I like that one the best. It's like a happy angry. I can't get it back on. There we go. So you put the side panels back on. The back panel. And then his crest. Like so. Now he's back together. Alright, so next up, so we'll get the faces out of the way. So like I showed earlier, we don't like where his arm panel, where that peg is exposed. You can find the right one. Did I have the right one to begin with? No. And there, that'll cover that hole up. Let's see, so he does have the blaster he used to help take out that him and Hot Rod helped to take out Optimus Prime. And like a lot of Masterpiece figures, it's a pin and tab connection. So you can get that there. Let's see, next up we have his not lightsaber energy sword. So same concept. Tab. He's got that. Let's see, next. Get that off, actually. Pop his hand off with ball joint. And the mace, the Energon mace, can be put on. And he can wield that. We are almost down to all the accessories. So I think he can hold, so he comes with reflector. And I think he can hold it. I've not tried. Like, there's no pin. The only way he's going to hold this is gripping it with his hand. And I don't know how well it's going to grip. I've never really used this. It's a shame there's no tab in it, but I don't think his hands are quite. Yeah, it's not going to hold. So yeah, that's just for display, really. And then last but not least, he comes with the Crimzeek. You kind of see there's a little bit of detail of his face and eyes, but yeah. So that is everything that the Action Edition Megatron comes with. So let's move on to final thoughts. You know, funny thing is, I show all this stuff off, but I did not show his throne. So here's the throne. Good look at that Decepticon symbol. A lot of panels, panel lines, and details. And then you can, I believe you can peg stuff in the back of it. Well, no, that don't fit. It looked like you could. You might be able to peg Laserbeak's feet, but yeah, some of the stuff you can peg on this, but not really. I mean, like I said, you just take this panel off, and there's plenty of room on the inside to shove everything in. I have not tested to see if this works with Studio Series 86 Megatron, but funny thing is, it fits okay. Oh, knocked one of his butt plates off. Yeah, I don't think he seats all the way on it. Like his butt's kind of rising on it, but hey, fits good enough. He's not going anywhere. So yeah, let's move on to final thoughts. All right, so on to my final thoughts. So this is it's another good addition to the Blokees lineup. Like these Action Edition, I will have to say they are kind of getting up there in price. But I think I got this under 40 maybe. But I mean, it was a fun build. Not too hateful. Like I did the build on a live stream. It took me about 4 to 5 hours to build everything involved. Like I said, not too difficult. But I would have to say it's a good addition. I'm trying to think of some negatives. I mean, the sprue marks, you know, they say that you don't need nippers to do this. Nippers help. You'd probably file on the sanding and filing down the nubs would probably make it look a little bit better. I didn't do any sanding. Sometimes I didn't even use my nippers, but a really clean looking Megatron. I'm trying to think if there's any other negatives. Really, I can't think of anything else. It was fun to build, and I highly recommend if you like doing model kits or even just want to get into that model kit. Blokees is a good entry point. Try the classic class first. And then if you enjoy that, get the action class. The light up features, they're all right, not the best. But so I would say that's kind of a negative. If the light up features made this a little bit more expensive, I don't need it. Articulation's great. One thing I did forget, he does have butterfly, so you can go forward and back a little bit. So I did mess that. But other than that, I mean, solid figure. If you can find it, pick it up online. I know Blokees has them online. Like I said, I found it in my local comic book shop. Always buy local. But yeah, so that's all I have for this one. I appreciate all that subscribe. If you could, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Also, like this video, comment, share the video. And if you could, look me up on all the other social medias. I'm on TikTok, X, Instagram. I am on Facebook page, or all at Talib1980_collects. And I also live stream throughout on Sundays. I don't know if I will anymore. And I do that on TikTok as well. So check me out there. But that's all I have for this one. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. See ya. Peace.